Thank you, David, for your wonderful performance. Now let's switch pace from musical instrument to a kind of dance. Our next performance is what's called a long sleeve dance in Chinese, or 长袖舞, which is the Chinese for long sleeve dance. It's actually a very ancient dance that dates all the way back to Zhou Dynasty, about 3,000 years ago. And in fact, and today we actually have our performers dressed in the Tang Dynasty special dress and dressed to the music of the court music of Tang Dynasty. Let's welcome Virginia Zhang as well as Tammy Chiu for this wonderful long sleeve dance. Thank you very much for the wonderful long sleeve dance. I hope you noticed the water wave style sleeve is supposed to embody the beautiful elegance of the water waves during the long sleeve dance. In fact, dances in China has many varied forms. In fact, we have 56 different native tribes. Each of them has its own unique folk dances. Don't worry, we're not going to make you, before you're grown, we're not going to make you watch all 56 and give you a quiz of which dance is which form and correspond to which tribe. But you will have a unique opportunity to see the folk dance from the Xinjiang province. Let's welcome Ali Dong, who's going to dance to the music of Spring Celebration.
Kara dediler, ah canım yar yar, ah canım yar yar. Güzel kaşındı ben bir gören, canım afkıcan yar yar. Güzel kaşındı ben bir gören, canım afkıcan yar yar.
Thank you for that wonderful dance. So do you guys remember which province that's from? We only showed you one, so you should know the answer, right? We didn't even show you all 56. Xinjiang, that's right. Okay, but you don't get extra oranges. I'm sorry, we ran out, so there's no more oranges. But you can keep the plate. And for this, we actually have a slight schedule change. So it's my utmost honor and pleasure to welcome our distinct speaker for this evening, Mr. Sean Maloney. Mr. Maloney is the executive vice president, was the executive vice president of Intel, is also the general manager of sales and marketing group. In fact, my favorite group in Intel, by the way. Mr. Maloney was also the chairman for Intel China from 2011 until 2013. Let's welcome Mr. Maloney for his wonderful speech.
It's nice to see so many familiar faces and some new ones too. For those of you who don't know me, I was privileged to spend a combined 5 years in China during my time at Intel. 3 years managing sales and marketing for the APAC region, and 2 as the chairman of Intel China. I learned a lot there, but I still could not tell you definitely what year this is. How many of you think it's the year of the ram, the goat, the sheep? No. I've heard it said that Intel has 100,000 employees and 300,000 opinions. The diversity of opinions and people were 2 of the things that I loved about working at Intel. Shh. Intel discipline. Thank you. Now, if there is anything being at Intel for 30 years has taught me, it is to identify opportunities to never stop improving. I apply that to my personal, professional life as much as I do to my personal life. Which brings me to my topic tonight. What am I doing here? I'm a tech guy by training. I spent almost 30 years of my life at Intel trying to make the world a better place. Now I'm putting my energy and passion into R&D for strokes and heart attacks prevention and diagnosis. Healthcare spending in the US accounts for a whopping 20% of our GDP. Strokes and heart attacks are estimated to cost $320 billion annually. That's larger than the GDP of Egypt, South America, and Malaysia. Andy Grove once told me that fixing healthcare is a bigger task than fixing the US government. If I didn't believe him then, I do now. I believe that there is much more that can be done using technology in healthcare, and I hope to be a part of that. This is my campaign, Heart Across America. On Sunday, March the 22nd, 2 weeks I will be taking my bike and cycling 5,000 miles from Palo Alto to New York. Are you joining me? Along with Stacey Smith, we will drive at 8 a.m. from Intel RMB to Palo Alto for the kickoff. The kickoff is Mayor Karen Holman. I will be kicking off in front of the Palo Alto City Hall Plaza from 9 till 11. If you'd like to attend or even ride with me for a short or a long portion, you can find more information at heartsacrossamerica.org. My goal is to spread stroke and heart disease prevention and awareness. I'm also raising awareness for a simple, non-invasive carotid artery ultrasound. This scan, in my case, would have picked up a thickening of the arteries well in advance of my stroke. I'm riding together with leaders from the tech world to bring awareness, raise funds, and push our government and medical community to make screenings a priority. But if this just saves one life, it will be worth it. To close, Ken asked me to leave you with some words of wisdom. I'm not sure if I like the sound of that. Wisdom makes me sound much older than I am. I have to bike across America soon. What I will leave you with are takeaways I learned from both my personal life and career. 1, pick an area that you are most passionate about. Then pick the one thing that has the biggest impact. Find the person, the event, the program, the company, or the backers that can make the greatest impact. Invest. Drive it hard. Just go for it. Don't squander a minute. Make it count. When we are all lost in the ways, seeing the mountain gets us there. Next, fight for what you believe in. Fight for what you believe in. Remember, if you believe it, why shouldn't it happen? Never, ever stop listening and learning. Finally, and the most valuable of all, laugh. Thank you. In the hardest of times, under the most pressure, times I was on the verge of tears or frustrated beyond words. It was always fun. Just laugh, because you don't know how long anything's going to last. So enjoy the moment while you can, and then figure out the next thing. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, for such encouraging speech. Now I would like to bring Sean back to the stage, and we have a gift for you. And Ken is going to show our appreciation for Sean coming here tonight. Right. Thank you. Oh. Wow. I don't even get that working in fab. All right.
Is this 10 nanometers?
No. But this is our 14 nanometer wafer. So let me tell you what we have here. We have the Broadwell 14 nanometer Tri-Gate processor family on one side, and then we have the Moorfield 22 nanometer Tri-Gate SoC Atom processors on the other.
Wow. Excellent.
When we were looking for speakers this year, we really couldn't find anybody more suitable for this than you. So we thought to bring you back, but also want to have you take back something of Intel's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, one more. We also know you're going on a bike.
Right.
So we don't want to just give you an Intel gift, but we also want to give you something that you can use on the road. So here's a GoPro.
Last night we GoPro'd on the bike. How long? 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Old friends getting together.
So before we, thank you, Mr. Sean Maloney, for the wonderful speech again. Before you guys faint on us, we want to make sure we